So it started when I was a kid. My uncle explained the Coriolis effect to me one day at dinner, and that blew me away totally. And so he told me to study physics because it's the science of how everything works.
I knew that I wanted to study physics after my high school physics course. I had a really remarkable teacher who showed me how physics was different than other courses. Physics is exciting, challenging, and in some cases counterintuitive, which makes it perplexing and intriguing to study.
Well, I never really gave physics another thought until I had to take it for my engineering degree. And then I found I really liked it, and so I decided to take more classes for fun, and eventually I decided I liked it enough I wanted to add it as a second major, and actually my career choice is now physics.
My experience has been really remarkable in the physics department. The professors in the physics department, they expect classroom participation out of you. It's not just they're lecturing towards a class, but they expect you to participate in the lecture, so they'll ask you questions, they'll do demonstrations, you'll be involved. In addition to that, I'm involved with the physics club. Sigma Pi Sigma is the National Honors Physics Society. In these clubs we do outreach events as well as learn about cutting-edge science and technology. The physics department also has quite a lot of resources that you can use, including a telescope, the physics library, and a knowledge base throughout the physics professors.
So I got involved in undergraduate research after hearing a talk in a seminar class. I've made liquid nitrogen ice cream with the physics club. I've studied general relativity with a small group of students who are just as interested in GR as I am. You can really do anything you want to in the physics department. It's just up to you to go find those opportunities. You know, find other people who are just as interested in the things you are, and you can. They're out there. So another great thing about physics is that you will have small class sizes, which is excellent, especially when compared to engineering. That's a great deal. And you're going to have some of the same professors. You can have them multiple times. You'll get to know them, and you'll definitely get to know your classmates as well.
I really enjoyed the physics department here at Mizzou. It's smaller, so it feels more personal. You have more one-on-one interaction with all your professors. You get to know your classmates really well. There's a great physics club and physics honor society that has lots of opportunities, as well as an astronomy club to join. And I love that the physics environment is much more about having fun and learning and getting to experience these new things, as opposed to just reading and writing textbooks and answering questions. Without a doubt, my favorite part of my undergraduate experience has been the research that I've done here, which has led me to some great summer opportunities I've had. I've worked here with Dr. Angela Speck, and she really taught me the foundations of astronomy and all the basics I needed to be successful as a researcher. My first summer experience, they're called Research Experience for Undergraduates, or REUs, was at the SETI Institute, which was it's the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. So I was able to live at NASA Ames Research Center, all the while seeing these amazing leading-edge experiments going on all around me. And I definitely learned a lot, and that was an incredible summer. It was one of my favorites. And then I continued to stay here and work for Dr. Angela Speck doing research throughout the year. And I was able to go to another paid internship at the National Radio Astronomy Observatory. So that was a summer spent in West Virginia, working on radio astronomy, which was great because it's a field I really had no experience in. So I've definitely gotten to experience different aspects of astronomy through my different summer programs and my research here. So in addition to getting to go to all these amazing summer opportunities, I've got to present my research at different conferences around the country. At the American Astronomical Society, I gave poster and oral presentations. One of them was in Long Beach, California in the winter, which was very nice. And I've also presented and won, actually, in a poster competition at Caltech for a women's conference in physics, which was very, very entertaining and enlightening as well. I very much enjoyed it. I would highly recommend undergraduate research for everyone.
I currently work in the lab, the Allcraft lab in the physics department under Dr. Pfeiffer. We work on methane and hydrogen adsorption in nanoporous carbons as alternate means for fuels for vehicles. In the lab, I work with reactions with the carbons to make polymers.
I started research as a freshman at MU. I work in biophysics, doing atomic force microscopy studies of the SEC protein system. Since I started, I've presented at the Missouri State Capitol. I've presented at physics leaders meetings and at the undergraduate research forum. I've also just gotten published in a peer-reviewed journal. So after graduation, I would like to pursue a PhD in physics. Along the way, I'd like to get master's degrees in both physics and an area of engineering, and I can do that with a bachelor's degree in physics. It gives you that flexibility to pursue really anything you want after you finish up at MU, which is awesome.
Well, after I graduate here, I do want to go to graduate school. And my undergraduate research here has definitely prepared me for that, I think, very well. And I do eventually hope to graduate, take a postdoc position, do some research, and eventually I'd like to end up at a university as a professor.